This is Kathleen Gage, the Street Smarts Marketer, and I want to share with you how you can optimize your position with LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is a great resource to meet very professional people, people that own their own businesses, people that are working in mid-sized businesses, corporations. It's very essential that you optimize your profile in order that people can find you. I want to give you a few examples. Let's take a look here at business consultants. We'll put for corporations. Now let's say that a corporation is looking to find a business consultant who works within the corporate environment. By doing a very quick search, we bring up some interesting names here. Mary Cochran, who does fraud reporting, Neil Combs, Ian Dainty, Richard Tabor Green, Wendy Sosi, David Metler. I hope I'm not doing an injustice to everybody's name, but just to show you that these are the people that came up out of 13,090 people. 13,090. That's the number of people who have Business Consultants Corporation. Let's take a look at life coaches for corporations. Let's see what comes up there. Now when we do that, we have a whole different set of people who come up. Jay Block, Carrie Jacobs, Kathy Jo Pollock, Faith Curtis, Alan Faltris, Deb Bergeron, Kathleen Gage. I didn't even know that I was there. That's amazing. Life Coaches Corporations. That's very interesting. But let's take a look at book marketing and see what comes up there. And it looks like it went directly to a company, so let's go back to profile, let's go to contacts, and that'll bring up people. So let's put in book marketing. It would help if I could spell coach. Let's see what comes up there. And what comes up there for book marketing coach, Kathleen Gage, Judy Collins, let's see the Suzanne Somers, Jay Block again, Julianne Cohn, Lauren McMullen, and Lauren happens to be my social media person. Now let's put book marketing consultant, see what comes up there. And under book marketing consultant, Kathleen Gage is at the top, Ivana Taylor, Dave Chafee, Alicia Dunhams, Rua Pedro, Joan Holman. And as you can see, the position really does matter. Now, how do you get that kind of position? How did I get #1 position both on book marketing consultant and book marketing coach? It's actually in your profile. And we're going to take a look at the profile here, and I will show you a few key things that you really need to focus on when you're putting your profile together. First of all, you need to focus on the area that describes who you are and what you do. For example, I've got book marketer, I've got coaches and consultants, I've got Street Smarts Marketing, and so I've got marketing, book marketer, coaches and consultants. Next, the area that you want to look at is your current. And you notice I have Street Smarts Marketing here, I have book marketing here, internet marketing consultant here, book marketing advisor here, I've got book marketer here, and then if you click see all, you'll see I have it in several other areas. So you want to start in this area right here putting keywords. Now the key to that is you need to know the keywords that people would be searching on to find somebody with your skill set. Next, what you want to do is you want to pay attention to the words that you're using for your websites. Most people, and I want you to go look at your own profile and notice what you have there, most people have my website. They don't have anything that defines what their website is about. I've got Internet Marketing Advisor, the Marketing Mindset, and Spirituality in Business. So let's take a look at those. On Internet Marketing Advisor, this is my main website, and we'll close that. And on my main website, people can travel around, and you'll notice I have a lot of free information on my website. And people say, why do you give so much away? The reason I give so much away is because it works. For example, if you go to my website and you click here, it takes you to a page where we're having a telesummit, and it's free registration, which means people can attend this very, very high-quality program at no cost. And I've got all these wonderful speakers. There's actually 12 speakers altogether. But the whole point there being is I drive people to my website, and then on my website I have several ways that they can get onto my opt-in subscriber list. On my next site, The Marketing Mindset, you'll notice there I also have, this is my blog, and you'll notice I've got that same banner right there. It gets people into my opt-in subscriber list. I've got again right here something for free. So what I do is I create a lot of opportunities for people to get on my opt-in subscriber list. Then from there, and so go check yours, if you will, under your websites. What do you have there to describe your website and define your website? And if it's nothing more than my website, you need to put some keywords in there. And the way that you do that, you simply go to Edit, and when you get to Edit, it'll take you to a page where right here you can put what your web address is, the description, and then you put the URL. So that's exactly how you would do that. And actually, let me go back to that page, because you'll notice that I also have keywords in here. Internet marketing, book marketing, social media marketing. I've got that in my profile of interests. Then going back, another area that you want to make sure you focus a fair amount of time with would be on your summary. With your summary, again, you put keywords in there that will give you high ranking. So you want to look at your summary. Then what you want to look at is your experience. Keywords need to go in there. Then in all the experience that you put in, you need to put your keywords. And notice I have quite a bit. Then your skills. Those are the areas that if you focus a lot of attention with keywords, you will notice that your ranking goes up. Publications could be any online publications that you have, and it's very easy to add publications. All you have to do is click, and then you add a description of anything. It could be a book, it could be an e-zine, it could be a report, but the whole idea is put a lot of robust information in there with the keywords, and you will start rising to the top, so that when people search out somebody with your expertise, you're going to be somebody that comes up quite a bit. Something else you want to look at is you want to look at recommendations. It's a really good idea to get recommendations from people. However, rather than simply going out and asking people for recommendations, especially people you don't know and you've never done business with, don't do that. What you want to do is find people you have done business with and make a recommendation for them. On their page, you can go and make a recommendation. In return, most people, if they really believe that you've got a high value, high quality, integrity, they're going to go ahead and do a recommendation for you. Now, if somebody tells you they're going to do a recommendation and they haven't done it yet, ask them if they can use some of your keywords, because in here I've got marketer. I've got marketer in virtually every recommendation that people have made for me, because I am a marketer. So that's another area that you really want to look at, are the recommendations. But again, don't just simply go to people and ask them for recommendations, especially if you don't even know who they are and they have no clue who you are. So those are some of the areas that if you focus on those, you will definitely get higher rankings with your LinkedIn profile. This is Kathleen Gage, the Street Smarts Marketer. Visit my website, kathleengage.com.